Chris Newman, Truth and Consequences. This session is going to address a topic which has baffled some of the greatest minds around the planet over the past year or two. Between you and me, I think we can sort it out and show them all to be pygmies, spiritual pygmies. I'm going to attempt a German accent. What is a woman? How was that? Terrible. Right, well, let's go down the scientific answer to that question. And you can see I'm getting my Bible ready, so we're going to hit you with a quote after we've done this bit. The scientific thing goes on about, woman, it's DNA. You know, it's X and Y chromosomes or something to do with sex organs. That argument is like, if I ask you what is a car and you say, it's some rubber and metal and plastic and a bit of copper and this and that, and it goes down the road and it was designed to go around corners or something, it doesn't tell you what it is, really. So a DNA definition or sex organ definition is pretty lame. Let's go on. Socially constructed reality. So a woman is what we agree a woman could be. Never mind that for eternal human history we've all known the answer to the question. Now it's being defined by people who want to make their minds up. Based on what? Socially constructed reality, political correctness. They're afraid to speak and say it. Of course, then we've got this troublesome thing of what we call trannies, which is men who want to dress in women's clothes or women who want to behave like men and wear jackets and tight pants and pointy shoes and short haircuts. We've got whatever you choose to identify as, that is a woman. Whatever you choose you want to be, you could be anything. Really? So does that make me a cat or an elephant or whatever? The pronoun argument. Oh yes, well, there's pronouns and you choose your pronouns. What they believe is normal. Normal? In a strange world, anything is normal. Men and women's sports, men and women's toilets. Is that what women are? Other people, just as long as you're in the toilet that says woman on the door, you're a woman. All this stuff, and puberty blockers, this use of them to stop young men from developing into being full men and turning them into women, or young women to stop them and turn them into men using hormonal treatment, blocking the flow of natural energy and the proper input of creation is satanic. Satan is that which is opposed to God. Let's get to it. What did God say at the beginning when he created man? Interesting quote here. God created man in the image of himself. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. There's our big clue. In his image and likeness, Genesis 1:26, God made male and female, man and woman, male and female, Adam and Eve. Their identity as God's progeny, as his children, is man and woman. Wow. First step. So the son and daughter of God are male and female. They are also siblings, brother and sister. Now we're beginning to discover that a woman is a human being who complements a man. They, in other words, are two parts of the whole. You can't take out one half of a whole and talk about it and forget the other half unless you have a political motive or an ideological twist, which is what we've just examined over here. Let's go back to our original model and extend it. A brother and a sister. Now, a young man and a young woman can become engaged as fiancés, and through marriage, groom and bride. Wow, that's an amazing concept, isn't it? A bride and a groom, the two go together and become husband and wife in the family. And the husband and wife, as they become parents, are father and mother. This is the development of an amazing web of relationships and a hierarchy thereof. Father and mother, then that brings in, by extension, uncles and aunts. Uncles and aunts means that we've got nephews and nieces running round, which raises the remarkable word cousins. Cousins are extended out and out and out. So through the cousin idea, our families are all linked up in a wider network. So a woman could be a cousin as well as a man can be. Then the next level, which is entering into lineage, because now we're going through the dimensions of family, we have grandparents, grandfather and grandmother, and then grandsons and granddaughters. And by the way, that's a call out to my children about I'm expecting grandchildren at some stage, and that would be wonderful. Just letting you know, no pressure here, but just a call. And of course, at this point, we are entering what we call the realm of ancestors. And ancestors link us back to our first ancestor, which is God. Isn't that an amazing model? It makes total sense, and it puts each person, each one of us, each man and each woman, in a web of relationships as an individual supported by the whole, and as a whole that respects the individual. This is the unique discovery, especially of the Western people as they investigate deeper the meaning of their Bible. So you have to decide now. You've heard this message, you've seen that scientific view, and you've seen the complete whole perspective of the original heavenly model as contrasts the fallen, messed up version. So at some stage you have to decide which is true. Now this is metaphysically, morally, and logically true, and I can't find any truth in this apart from a messed up confusion. You must choose what is true because it is your life, and the preciousness of your life is in your own hands, in your own heart, in your own mind. That is your choice. However, those of us who choose this version here then must overcome the messed up version, because the world is full of this nonsense and not enough of this model, the original heavenly model. We do have a challenge on our hands to bring the original heavenly model into substantial reality in our lives. However, consider your options. Would you rather live in that world where you go to the toilet and there's a person of the opposite sex in the toilet? Or in this one here, where men and women know their places, they work together, combine, because through their combination flows love and lineage and life. All those aspects which you have inherited and which give you the blessings, which is your inheritance to enjoy and share, come from your ancestors. And the first ancestor of the human race is the Creator, Heavenly Father God. And this is, by the way, is a hierarchical model, which is very interesting. And we can explore the meaning of that in another one of our studies, because truth and consequences, the truth has consequences. Here the consequences are heavenly and happy, and over here the consequences of living in a lie are sad and miserable and lonely. Again, you must choose what is true. Chris Newman, Truth and Consequences. Thank you.